Today, we're focusing on the current state of the famous lake monster mysteries, with the Loch Ness Monster as our main subject. Although many other lake monsters exist, none have achieved the same level of fame, so we won't explore each one. The stories often follow similar patterns. In 1933, a series of sightings ignited the modern Loch Ness Monster phenomenon. For a time, the Loch Ness Monster was a hot topic of conversation. Several pieces of evidence have been presented to support the Loch Ness Monster's existence. First, there are photos and videos from the 1930s and 1960s that allegedly depict the creature. Witnesses have described seeing a being that resembles a plesiosaur. In 1987, a significant effort called Operation Deep Scan was undertaken at the cost of £1 million. Although the team didn't capture any images of the Loch Ness Monster, sonar scans detected a fast-moving, unidentified object larger than a shark but smaller than a whale. Some people also claim to have spotted the Loch Ness Monster on Google Maps. Additionally, the legend of a lake monster in Loch Ness dates back 1,500 years. In the 7th century, a book titled Life of Columba by Adam mentions an Irish monk named Saint Columba who supposedly defeated a lake monster in Loch Ness with a prayer, saving his companion's life. Now, let's consider the counterarguments. While the historical record exists and the monster might be real, the idea that a monk's prayer could scare away a monster is contentious, especially since much of the alleged evidence supporting its existence has been discredited. Zoologists have suggested that the so-called monster sightings were actually seals occasionally appearing in the area. Over the years, there have been reports of short-legged creatures, which some believe might be undiscovered species. Personally, I think these sightings were likely of seals, and the monk's prayer simply frightened them away. Regarding the Google Maps evidence, skeptics argue that it's merely the wake of a boat. Critics of the sonar detection of a large creature believe it was just a dense school of fish. There are counterarguments to this, suggesting that such dense schools of fish wouldn't appear in the murky waters of Loch Ness. And then there are counterarguments to those counterarguments, asserting that fish behavior isn't necessarily influenced by water clarity. Skeptics of eyewitness reports argue that witnesses either misidentified what they saw or were lying. The most significant blow to the Loch Ness Monster legend came from the key photos and videos from the 1930s and 1960s, which have since been proven to be hoaxes. As a result, the Loch Ness Monster story has largely been dismissed, similar to crop circles. Even if new sightings are reported, no one takes them seriously, and no one is willing to investigate further. Additionally, it's a well-known fact that all photos and videos of lake monsters are blurry, even with today's high-resolution cameras. This principle applies to other lake monsters as well, with similar evidence. Eyewitnesses, blurry photos and videos, and sonar detections of large creatures. Skeptics often believe these blurry images are just boats. The Loch Ness Monster has become a modern myth, much like crop circles, capturing the imagination of people worldwide. These days, sightings are met with skepticism, and few are willing to investigate further. Despite advances in camera technology, all photos and videos of the monster remain frustratingly blurry, leaving clear answers elusive. It seems the clearer the camera, the fewer monsters we see, as many sightings turn out to be hoaxes or misidentifications. Critics often dismiss these sightings as mere boats rather than monsters. Turning to the Connah's Lake Monster, there's another intriguing theory suggesting the existence of a fascinating creature in the lake. In the 1980s, a research team proposed the existence of a giant taimen over 100 meters long. This claim caused quite a stir, and between 2000 and 2010, many people believed it. But seriously, does a 100-meter-long fish seem plausible to you? Let's put things in perspective. The myth of giant lake monsters can largely be put to rest. Despite numerous surveillance cameras, no clear images have surfaced, and without new evidence, the mystery is essentially debunked. However, the possibility of fish over 10 meters long remains open to debate. Many locals claim to have seen fish as big as tree trunks, and there have been catches of taimen measuring 3 to 4 meters. Even Mackle acknowledged the challenge of explaining how a food source could sustain a population of large aquatic animals. However, the local environment could indeed support the growth of large fish, weighing up to 20 or 30 pounds. While capturing a 10-meter-long fish on camera might be difficult, it's not entirely out of the question. The loch is vast and its waters are notoriously murky, making clear photographs or sonar readings hard to obtain. Just like in the shallow waters of the Amazon River, getting clear images of giant arapaimas is no easy task. In a lake where the largest known fish is a salmon, there have been reports over the last 10 years of sonar targets up to 15 feet long. Similarly, spotting exceptionally long 9-tongued fish isn't straightforward either. While the probability of finding a specimen over 6 meters is almost zero, it's conceivable that some taimen could grow to over 10 meters, leaving the matter unresolved. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Your support keeps us going. Thank you.